we actually want to print fewer things, not more things. If you have a part that has complex geometry with a lot of internal flow circuits, that's something that's very difficult to cast, like a turbo pump housing. That's where printing is potentially the winner, but generally I try to print the least amount of stuff possible. So yeah, for anyone that's just joining, this is a test of X streaming and a test of Starlink. So this connection is over Starlink. So these are photons flying through space, then back to the ground, and then to you. Add avoid highways option to test the navigation. All right, sure. Am I going to do a hardcore character? I actually did several hardcore characters, and they're all sitting in a graveyard. So, I like to try to push the really difficult levels. If you play a hardcore character is if you die, you die, and that's it. Makes it difficult to push the really high levels because you're gonna die if you push really high levels. I always throw in the candle for a little atmospheric effect. It seems appropriate for Diablo. Yeah, maybe Grok could clip highlights as you play. Yeah, I'll stream Elden Ring when that comes out. Amazing game. Like I said earlier, Elden Ring is one of the most exquisite pieces of art ever created in any realm. It's stunning just to look at Elden Ring. And boring machines, yeah, we'll have boring machines on the moon and Mars. I mean, anything that can be underground, you want it to be underground, because shielded from radiation, it's insulated from temperature changes. So there's going to be probably a lot of hobbit holes on Mars and the moon. Yeah, mosquitoes. We managed to actually tackle the mosquitoes for parts of Starbase, but man, mosquitoes they're a difficult beast to battle. And yeah, you'll be able to play video games with Neuralink. You may have seen Nolan, who's the first Neuralink patient. After he got the Neuralink, he spent all night playing Civilization, which is awesome. That's exactly what I'd do if I were him. Yeah, Proofrock will make habitats. Yeah, and you can bring your dogs to Mars. What's the painting above? That is an old Apollo painting. There will probably be a lot of Optimus bots on Mars. You don't need to terraform Mars to make it self-sustaining. Over time, you could terraform Mars and make it be like Earth, but that'll take a while, even if you take the fast path. So, I think the right move is to get the city on Mars to be self-sustaining as quickly as possible, so as to secure the long-term future of consciousness and life as we know it, and thereafter work on terraforming. First SpaceX flight to Mars. I think within 3 years, I think we'll launch the first Starship to Mars in less than 3 years. and things will really go exponential from there. So, send a few ships on the first Mars rendezvous, which is Earth and Mars align every 2 years. So send a few ships first time, maybe 3. Confirm that they can land well, and then crank it up from there. Then go to, I don't know, 20 or 30 ships in the second rendezvous, 100 on the third, and try to get to 1,000 ships going to Mars every rendezvous, so every 2 years, as quickly as possible. I have not played the Terraforming Mars board game, but it sounds like something that would appeal to me. And yeah, you can terraform Mars while people are there. Terraforming Mars mostly consists of warming it up, which you can do with solar reflectors in orbit, or just a lot of thermonuclear explosions. And yeah, we'll send Starlink satellites to Mars too, so Mars will have great internet. Now, Mars is anywhere from 4 to roughly 20 light minutes away, so you won't be able to do anything real time on Mars, but texting, emails, and whatnot will work, and you could synchronize the internet, the Earth internet on Mars. It'll just be with a 4 to 20 minute delay. We're still waiting for Starlink approval in Turkey, so I don't know what the timing on that is. But we're now at, I think 100. Starlink is now approved in 100 countries in the world. Fish license. We do need a fish license. That's a great Monty Python sketch. And you could terraform Mars. Depends on how adventurous you want to be for terraforming Mars. If you really want to go super fast, I don't know, maybe you could do it in less than 100 years. And not everyone needs to go to Mars. Obviously, there's figure out of the 8 billion people on Earth, maybe 1 million might want to go. So it's not going to be a luxury destination, not for a very long time. So, the sales pitch for Mars would be kind of like the apocryphal Shackleton ad, which is it's dangerous, cramped, uncomfortable, a tough life, some chance you'll die. Who's in? So, yeah, Mars will be tough sledding for a while. But like I said, important for ensuring long-term survival of consciousness. See, there's at least some number of people that are willing to go on a dangerous expedition in cramped conditions in a relatively tiny metal can. It'll be a fun adventure if you live. Yeah, I've been asked a number of times, do I want to die on Mars? I'm like, well, I do want, I'm gonna die somewhere. Sure, why not die on Mars? I just don't want to die on impact. I'll give 112 another try. And there's no age limit. You can go to Mars if you're young or old.